let's start chapter 3, Keeping Safe. In this chapter, we will learn some safety rules at different places. Safety rules at home, safety rules at school, safety rules while playing, safety rules on the road, first aid. Now children, let's do some warm-up exercise. In this, we have to put our take against those things from which we should not play. We should not play with knife. We should not play with burning candles. We should not play with hot water. These are the things by which we can hurt ourselves. So we should not play with these things. Being safe means avoiding dangers and not getting hurt. So it's very important to follow safety rules. So first learn safety rules at home. We should handle sharp objects like knives and scissors very carefully so that we should not get hurt. We should never leave our toys and shoes lying around on the floor. We may trip over them. We should not play with electricity. We should not touch switches and plugs with wet hands. We may get a shock. We should not play with matchsticks. We should be very careful while going near a gas stove, hot utensils and boiling water because we may burn ourselves. We should never hide ourselves in the cupboards. We should never cover our face with anything. We should only take medicines only in the presence of an adult. So these are the safety measures which we should take while we are at home. Now come to safety rules at school. So here we will learn some safety measures that we should take while we are at school. We should not stand or jump on chairs and tables in the classroom. We should be careful not to spill food and water in the classroom. We should always sharpen our pencil using sharpener. We should not use blades or knives to sharpen pencils. We should always walk in a queue. We should not play on the stairs and in the corridors. Now let's learn some safety rules while playing. So we should not push our friends while playing. We should wait for our turn. We should follow the game's of rule. We should not fight with our friends. And we should not hit anyone with any equipments. These are the safety rules which we should follow while playing. Now safety rules on the road. We should always walk on the footpath. We should always cross the road at the zebra crossing. We should not run or play on the road. We should not get in or out of a moving vehicle. We should not put our arms or head out of the vehicles. We should not talk or accept anything from strangers. While riding a bicycle, it's very important to wear a helmet. We should always tie our seat belt while traveling in a car. Insist that the adult driving a two-wheeler wears a helmet. So these are the safety rules that must be followed while we are on the road. Now, what is first aid? Whenever someone is hurt, help is required immediately. This help we call it as first aid. So first, when we get hurt, we should wash our wound, then we apply the medicine. If we get burned, we should pour cold water on the burns. After that, we can apply an antiseptic burn ointment over it. Do not crowd around an injured person. We should always make the injured person sit down or lie down. Always keep our first aid box at hand. Now come to summary. Many useful things can hurt you if you are not careful. Accident happens all of a sudden. You must follow safety rules at home, in the classroom, on the playground, and on the road. Whenever anybody is hurt, he should be given first aid immediately before medical help can be given. Now come to exercise. A. These are the oral questions. Why touching electric plugs with wet hands is dangerous? Touching electric plugs with wet hands is dangerous because it can give us electric shock. Second one, what safety rules do you follow while on road? We must follow some safety rules while we are on road. We should always walk on the footpath. We should always cross the road from zebra crossing. We should never play on the road. Now come to B. In this we have to fill the blanks. Being safe means avoiding dangers. We should not play with matchsticks. Wait for your turn while playing. Cross the road at the zebra crossing. Burns are very painful. Now come to C. In this we have to write true or false. Sharp objects should be handled carelessly. It is false. It is not necessary to follow the rules of the game while playing. It is false. Do not hit anyone with any equipment. It is true. Always follow traffic signals. It is true. A wound should be washed before applying medicine. It is true. Now come to D. In this we have to answer the following questions. Why should you follow safety rules? We should follow safety rules because they keep us safe. How can electricity be dangerous? Electricity can be dangerous as it can give us shock. What safety rules should be followed in the classrooms? Safety rules that we should follow in the classroom are: We should never jump on the tables and chairs in the classroom. We should not run on the stairs or on the corridors. We should not fight with any classmates. What is first aid? First aid is the immediate help given to an injured person before the arrival of a doctor. Fifth one, what first aid will you give to a person who has burned his fingers while playing with a matchbox? Pour cold water on the burns, which helps to bring the temperature down and make one relief. Then we can apply an antiseptic burn ointment over it. Now come to project idea. In this, you have to make a list of community helpers which help us to lead a safe life. Second one, in this you have to make a list of safety rules that must be followed in the school. Make banners of the rules and pull it up all over the school.